So that's a little bit about the music and the character of who Diane is. But what's the story of Lights Out? Well, after her stepfather is mysteriously murdered, but only the audience knows who did it. Our main character, Rebecca, or our hero girl, heroine, as they call it, the heroine, has to save her brother and her mother from Diana's terror. Now, the mother, as I said, has a connection to the villain. The mother is friends with Diana, but really, Diana just got into the mother's head. But the mother, of course, loves her children, and throughout the movie, she keeps saying, "Diana, don't hurt my children!" That tells you how much she loves her children. But it also shows you how much of a grip Diana has on the mother. And the rest of the movie features Rebecca and her little brother Martin working together to save her mother, to suppress the memories of Diana, so that they can move on with their lives and return to normal. Normal with a capital N. I remember when Lights Out was released. It was the talk of the town. It was a film that I just would die to watch. The 2010s was a spectacular decade for movies, but the mid-2010s were awesome for movies. 2015 to 2017, movie. I remember I used to watch 3 to 4 new movies a month before I found work and this was all before I had my YouTube channel, believe it or not. It was one of those movies that I just loved watching in the theater. In fact, I think if this film was re-released in movie theaters during Halloween season, which is now, I think the audience would have a much better experience. This is the kind of movie that you'd watch in the theater, or this is the movie you'd watch with your buddies, have some candy, have some taffy, have some popcorn, and try not to spill the popcorn, because there are quite a bit of jump scares in this movie, especially with Diana in the scene. Now, in conclusion, I will say this film is certainly not a film to binge on. It's certainly not one of those films I would watch all the time. It's a seasonal movie. It's one of those movies that you'd watch during Halloween. So, September to October, the fall. It's a nice fall season horror film. And it's certainly one to add to your collection of horror films if you're a horror movie collector. And plus, if you're a fan of Teresa Palmer, who plays Rebecca, absolutely yours. Teresa Palmer is just one of those horror movie actresses. The first time I ever noticed her was in the movie Warm Bodies, the zombie comedy Warm Bodies. So if you got an account for your local library, use it wisely and rent Lights Out, just like I did.